Hey everybody, it's me as always, your host Gambit896, and I'm back with another video for you guys. Today I'll be reviewing Uncanny X-Force, Volume 1, The Apocalypse Solution. The series is written by Rick Remender, and this first trade of the first 4 issues is illustrated by Jerome Opeña, and this series is published by Marvel Comics. So, if I had to describe the series of Uncanny X-Force, or the team of Uncanny X-Force to you, this is basically a Black Ops team of X-Men that are designed to basically take on the missions that the other X-Men cannot. And the common thread with the team members that we see with this really cool cover actually by Isad Ribic, who's now doing the artwork on Jason Aaron's Thor series called Thor God of Thunder under the Marvel Now initiative. All of these characters on the front cover, they've taken people's lives at one point or another. Especially the character of Wolverine. So we have Wolverine, Psylocke, Deadpool, Angel, and Phantom X, who was a Grant Morrison character that was created during his run on All New X-Men from a few years ago. So our team's first mission is they're going to try and take out Ensabanu, or Apocalypse. And so we have the team in this kind of short prologue essentially trying to get a notion of where Apocalypse's lair is. And so they send Deadpool to try and track down Apocalypse's lair. And actually Deadpool, under Rick Remender's writing, is actually pretty funny in this. There's some really cool funny dialogue moments from Deadpool, and there's also a really great little pop culture reference in there as well. There's also some really great comedic moments between Phantom X and Wolverine. Jerome Opeña's artwork in this looks absolutely fantastic, and I have to give props to both him and also Dean White, who is the gentleman that does the inking or the colouring on these first 4 issues. So we have our team on the way to Apocalypse's lair to try to take him out. There's some really great action scenes in this, especially with Wolverine and the mutant who is the living kind of embodiment of war, which is one of Apocalypse's 4 horsemen, along with death, pestilence, and famine. There's some really great character-defining moments and relationship moments, especially between Psylocke or Betty Braddock and Angel or Warren Worthington III, and you really get that there's a lot of love in this relationship between the two of them, considering that they've been through literally hell and back. As in a storyline prior to this, many years ago, Angel essentially became the horseman of Apocalypse known as Death, as Angel, I believe, had his wings removed, and then they were essentially given back to him, but they were augmented metal wings, as you can see on the front of the cover. So Angel basically became the villain or the horseman of the Apocalypse, Death, known as Archangel. And since then, Apocalypse has had kind of this hold over Angel, but with Psylocke's help, Warren's been able to suppress his darker nature, so to speak. And here we see again some really cool dialogue moments from Deadpool, going up against the horseman Pestilence. So, and what's really cool about this first 4 issues is we get the backstories on each of the 4 horsemen, which are actually called the final 4 horsemen. And I'll show you, here's a really cool 1-page spread of each of the 4 final horsemen of Apocalypse, as you can see there. And like I said, we also get some really cool flashback moments and the backstories on each of the 4 horsemen in issue number 3. Here we see the backstory of the Horseman War, as you can see there. And we also get the backstory on the other 3 as well. There's some really cool character moments in this, particularly between Phantom X was actually probably one of my favourite characters in the team, actually, and he uses his misdirection powers in really cool ways, especially when trying to combat the Horseman pestilence, as you can see there. And he also uses his powers in other really cool ways as well, which I don't want to get into because I don't want to give away too many spoilers, because I want you guys to pick this up and read it for yourselves. There's also some really great kind of camaraderie dialogue between our Uncanny X-Force team, and there's a really great conflict of both morals and ethics between the members of the team at the end with issue 4. Excuse me. Even though they've gone on the mission to take out Ensabanur or Apocalypse, and there's a great ending on the part of Rick Remender right out of left field. You really don't see it coming. I didn't see it coming the first time I read it, and it was very shocking and very, like I said, a complete surprise, but then sort of really got me interested in picking up the rest of the series, which I will hopefully do at some point as the individual trade paperbacks come out. I do have up to volume 5 of this series, which is the Otherworld story arc. The writing on this by Rick Remender is absolutely fantastic. You may know Remender from his work on The Punisher, and also the Franken Castle storyline. He's done some work on Venom up until issue 22, until Colin Bunn took over with issue 23. He's also done a Father Christmas story, which I can't remember the name of, but I'll put an annotation in the video somewhere what the title of that Father Christmas story is. I think that was from Dark Horse, I think, from a few years ago. Anyway, also the artwork by Jerome Opeña is equally on par with Rick Remender's fantastic writing. Like I said, shout outs to both him and also Dean White, the gentleman who does the colouring or the inking on these first 4 issues. If you're a fan of Rick Remender, if you're a fan of the darker X-Men stories, or if you're looking for just a really kind of dark but also action-packed series to get into, then I definitely recommend Uncanny X-Force. If I had to give this first volume a rating, I'd give it an absolute 5 out of 5. I really enjoyed it, and I highly recommend it. And that about concludes this review video, guys. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. As always, feel free to leave a comment below in the comment section. And if you're new to my channel and you'd like to see more of my videos, please feel free to subscribe. And until next time, this is Gambit896 signing off, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.